This last few weeks, putting up a lot of numbers, playing well. What's your confidence like? How's your confidence maybe grown from that first week to where you are now in this role?
Right. I think first week stepping into it is kind of just like I wouldn't say that I wasn't confident or anything, but I think after getting a few games under your belt, you kind of understand like, all right, this is the flow of things, and you kind of just settle in. You know what I mean?
What's kind of been for you the key to finding out how to settle in, like in the Big Ten levels, a regular starter or rotation guy?
Right. I think there was kind of the first few games were kind of like a teaching experience and like where I excel, where I needed to, focus, and I think it came down to just settling into the scheme, understanding where I needed to be, and then where I could go out and make my own plays. You know what I mean?
I know we had talked so much in the fall about you and Cannady kind of coming in together, but what's it like to be in these moments with him and kind of have the role that you guys have on this defense?
It's awesome. Yeah, coming in at the same time and kind of getting the opportunity to start playing together at the same time and making plays out there together it's an awesome experience.
What goes into the punch? Seems like you've got that figured out a little bit. What's the key there?
I started working on that at high school a little bit, but I think it's just looking for the opportunities and then taking the opportunities when they come. You can't be always punching that ball, break a knuckle.
Yeah. What have you learned just about yourself as a player, especially over these last 3 or 4 weeks?
I wouldn't say I've really learned much about myself. It's kind of just, like I said, kind of like falling into the system, seeing like not only making the plays I'm supposed to make, but helping here and there. You know what I mean? Just kind of like coming in. You know what I mean?
I know when you came out, like there's so much like, oh, I'm into the Hansen family, but like
Right.
you see it a little bit like in similarities with the way Jake played here and the way you play. Like, do you study him at all, or like what's the relationship there?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely watched him growing up. He went to the same high school, like seeing him growing up, like hanging around the family. But I think we just have similarities that cross over. His dad coached me for a year or two, so maybe that's come into something. But no, just an amazing player who obviously you want to take pieces of his game and implement it into yours. And anybody who's taking the ball away is gonna help the team win. So obviously wanted that piece in my game.
What do you make about? I mean, the last time we talked to you, you were pissed off. What do you make about the way the defense and really the team as a whole is kind of rounded after a frustrating few weeks there?
Right. I think the defense has continued to grow every week. I think. Some games earlier we were playing where one quarter we were lights out and another quarter we didn't. You don't know where we went. So I think continuing to improve on that has been amazing. And I think as a team, I think we're starting to play really good complementary football, which is parlaying us into wins. So
I don't know if there's maybe one moment for you or a series of moments that you maybe felt like settled in, I guess, as a full-time guy on this deal. Was there anything like that for you that you can look back and say, it will take a breath after that play or that moment?
No, not in particular. It kind of was just, I guess, coming in after a few of those games, and just like, all right, like I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is for me.